All right, here we go. CryptoVince here. So let's just do a quick update, guys. I'm not gonna go for long. So the weekly demand has been reached. The chances were high after we break the MA50, as we can see here. The uptrend was holding above the MA50. We broke it, didn't retest, didn't do anything. So, we reached demand, which was pretty obvious. As I say, the zone between 86 and 74 could have been a level where we could see a bounce. So as you can see from the green trend lines that I trace here, we can go all the way back down to 74. If we break that level, we make a lower low and price structures, market structures breaks. So that will be bad. That will be bad for Bitcoin. What it can happen right now also, it could be a retest of the MA50 and then go down. So a bounce on demand and then go back up, and then we'll see if price where is my pencil brush? So MA50, let's say we'll do this, right? So if we go here and we cannot break above MA50 and keeps going down, then we can short this level because it's probably going to break 74 at that level and maybe continue downward. So how low we can go if that happens? I mean, we have another support here. Support resistance flip. So this would be a nice level to look for in case we drop below 74. Of course, the weekly demand will be something to look forward to. I mean, there are other demands that, can interfere for the final target, but I'm just considering, in case of a bearish market, because as you can see here, I trade some bounce. So of course it's not gonna, I hope it's not gonna go straight down to 50K in one shot. I mean, I don't think it's possible, but if I trace all this demand right here, you can see that it can bounce and go up and down until we reach the final 48. And that would be, let's see how much of a drop there will be. So there will be a 60% drop, which is still, is not a lot compared to what we have seen. We have seen drop of 80%. So 80% drop will bring the price to 20K. And we have seen this on many bearish markets. So there's a Fibonacci. Let's see where we at. So on the Fibonacci, we look still good. We're still at 23%. So a 50% drop would be 45. And then if shit happens, I don't think we can go this low, but 20K would just be crazy. It doesn't sound high odds, but I think 45 it's possible. For 48, I think that's possible. If we break 74, I think 74 is the level to watch now. And then the MA in case we bounce on weekly demand here. So let me go back here. So on the monthly, I've shown this chart before. On the monthly, we are breaking below the yellow, which is let me remember, the 20. So as a target right now, I have 65, 70. If we bounce off the red one, which is the 50 should be the red one. Yeah, the 50, and the blue is the 100. So you can see here the blue MA, the 100, is the one that gave Bitcoin support. And this is the one that is supporting Bitcoin now because, as I explained in the other video, Bitcoin is find support on every on the longer MA every cycle. So yellow was the support on this cycle, red was the support here, blue is the support now. So in case of a drop here, if we go all the way down to MA 50 on the monthly, we are looking at 45 again, 45, 45, 48. So that could be an idea. And then, go down for a 1 year, maybe, and then go back up. That's the idea. If we go by the stats, then, everything can happen. But so this is the view. So this is the cycle, the first 4-year cycle that everybody's talking about, and that I checked myself. But if we consider this as the low, like if we move the blue level here as the low instead of here, because they're very very close, so it's very hard to say where the bullish market started here. But if we take that back, I have this chart that it's even more precise. Index. And this shows perfectly 1065 days the bullish market, and then 365 of a bearish market, 1066 days of bullish, 365 of bearish, 1065 of bullish, and now it's dropping. So it's something. Maybe all the traders in the world are looking at this pattern and everybody's fucking shorting. That's why, we have a trading analysis. It's a way to predict the market, right? So if all the traders are looking at this, maybe price can do this. Then of course institutions know better than us, but so let's go check the daily too. Let's see what we got. So this is the monthly, weekly. So the weekly is breaking all the fucking MAs, guys. So yellow, red, and blue. Look at this. Let me get a longer chart. So what happened? What happened here? Look at this area, right? So we broke all MAs, the yellow, the red, and the blue, and we went all the way down to the green, which should be the 200. Yeah, I mean we break even below. So what I'm saying here, since we made bearish crosses here and here and here, we had a bearish market. So we didn't cross yet. Of course, moving averages, they cross after the price dumped, so it's not the best indicator ever. But I mean, we bounce here on the blue. We might bounce here maybe, as you can see. Let me move this. So we bounce on the red first, then we bounce on the red, then we break below the red. We bounce on the blue, we go retest the red, and then we continue the downward. So, I mean, we're losing DMA 50. I'm expecting some kind of bounce. Like fuck. Yeah, at least at this demand zone. I mean, if we close below the DMA 50 here, it's bad news. What day is today? Friday? Yeah. So we have 3 days to go back up the blue MA 50, like it did here, you know, hold it above the red. So maybe we hold above M50. So if on the weekly we go above M50, maybe we can see a bounce. And I'm talking about this demand zone here, right? But we need to go above MA52. Otherwise, I mean, the MA200 will be around 60. Huh. Anyway, let's go check the daily. Well, the daily, of course, we have all bearish crosses here. You can see how price broke as crazy during the manipulation that happened at all-time high here. You guys remember the liquidity swap here, fake out of all-time high, massive crash. Look how the price went back up and retest the MAs. It never really broke above it. I mean, here a little bit, but then it continued downward and then retest the levels and continue. And then we had a bunch of bearish crosses. RSI is also oversold finally on the daily. So this is like this is pretty bad. When was last time it was oversold during the last 30% correction? So this is something maybe we can look forward for a bearish divergence on the price here. So what can happen here? Let me find the brush. Something like because I cannot find a precise demand here because it's all demand, the 1, 2, and 3 blocks. So what I'm picturing is like something like that. We bounce and we go even lower, and then we go up. And the error side though will just do this, and we will have a bearish divergence. Bullish, sorry. a bullish divergence there. It's just crazy, man. We haven't seen a bounce here. I mean, it's not so crazy because we have the FBG here. So if I remove, if I put the FBG, you can see on the weekly, we had no support whatsoever from 100K down to 86. That's why I put the fucking skeleton there, the skull, because that was a level I was watching. I mean, I posted in every single chart. We broke there definitely 100K and boom. And look, the daily didn't leave an imbalance at all. Just this little imbalance here, but overall we had a pretty decent downtrend. It's not that, you know, we did like here, we went all the way down and then we left an imbalance, and price went back up to refill the imbalance at 50%, and then it crashed. But here we have no imbalance, so we don't really need to go up to retest anything. Just crazy. And then if we look at the weekly, we have 4 weekly red candles in row. We don't see that often. 4 weekly red candles. And this was green, so we have 1, 2, 3, and then green and 2. Like I guess here we saw some 4 red candles, but these are massive here. So as I said yesterday on the channel, I didn't want to long this move. I wanted to short if price dropped below the current level. So we were around what, 86? Let's go to 4 hour. Yeah, it is. What was it here? Let's go 1 hour. Yeah, we were around here. So I said if we break below the current low, it's gotta go lower. So that's what it did. We have a reaction here on 80. What was it? In 82, went back up. Yeah, we took the imbalance here on the 1 hour and went back down. Wow, this was quick. Not even in 50 minutes from 85 to 82. Holy shit. I mean, I don't like to leave my trade open, so I didn't take this short, to be honest with you. But, you know, if I was looking at the chart, I would have shorted. So far, no sign of reversal, guys. No sign of reversal, sorry. We're just bearish here. We had the bearish flags here, bearish flag here. You know, it's not even making an attempt to go up here. So no sign whatsoever of a bounce right now. And that's it. That's it. I don't want to make this longer because I made another video the other day. So you know all the levels to watch now. I will be looking for a bullish divergence here on RSI. Yeah, the fact that RSI is going very low on daily, you know, many traders might trade this long here. See, let's go check and see the previous drop, what happened. See, every time he makes a divergence, so even here he made one. So even though RSI was low and people thought it was gonna go up, it went up a little bit here, but then it dropped again, and then finally made a nice move. I mean, I like to trace the RSI from the candle close. So here we have like a double bottom, kind of. And here we have a divergence. So there was another signal. So yeah, maybe longing the divergence would be something, but longing right now that it's dropping is not really recommended, because I mean, if you would have done that, you would have got wrecked every fucking time. So, all right, you guys know what to do. Good luck with your trades. Let me check some other charts that I have. Well, this one was epic. This one was epic. And we're going even lower. Nobody believed me. I mean, we're going so fucking lower. We are at 35. And you guys can see even on this correction, we went down 34 before going up. So in terms of like correction, we could still, you know, recover here. It's not that bad. I mean, that's why I'm not calling for a bear market yet, because 74 is still a level where it could bounce. And you can see here the FVG was filled. Even here the FVG were filled and then price recovered. Even here price went to refill just 2 of the FVG and we bounce. So anyway, 74 is the level to watch. 74 is the level to watch. On the weekly, we're not even oversold. So, you know, if you're not sure about the RSI on the daily, maybe wait for RSI on weekly to become oversold before deciding to risk a long, maybe, you know. You can see here, last time it was oversold. I mean, it could take a while, though. It could take a while until it goes below 30 here. See, last time it was oversold. Was on the last bearish market. And again, here we made a divergence. So we need to look for these divergences. I mean, they're happening. They're happening, and they're a good sign. Even here, we have a bearish one, bearish divergence. And price moved downward. So, yeah. Well, hopefully these infos are helpful for you. I don't want to scare you or anything. I mean, you know what you're doing. Try to contain your risk. If you're holding for the long term, I mean, good luck. I hope you are able to resist if something goes bad and drops and you don't panic sell. If you're into altcoins, I don't know about that, man. Like, you should have sold it as soon as it dropped below 100. Um, if you're holding altcoins, I mean, I think everything is dumping here. I look at BNB. BNB 2 did a 40% correction. 40%, guys. 40. Half. Almost half of the money went out to the market. This is not fun anymore. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum even broke that, let's say, a falling wedge, whatever that was. It's breaking that down. And I called for yesterday. I called in the channel for 28 to 25 a target. So we're pretty much there. I don't need these lines anymore. So yeah, see how much support there is. There is also the demand zone on the weekly. Yeah, so these were my levels. Well, the daily just had the tiny demand, so it's breaking below. Let me see, I have a chart where I trace the downtrend. Let me see if I still have it. Yeah, this, oh my God. Wow, it's even breaking the downtrend downward. So that's fucked up. And you know, everybody thought I was kidding here, but this sounds like a downtrend. It's not even, you know, a bull flag or whatever. I mean, it's breaking. I guess we have time to go back up in the channel on the daily, as you did here, but I think we're dropping. So Ethereum, guys, 25 is my target, and then I will have to reevaluate everything. Sol, let's see Sol. My God. Oh, I had the level here. Why did I trace the red line? In the monthly. Yeah. Yeah, this is the neckline of a possible head and shoulder. So we have something like this, or I mean, close to there. I don't want to go through this. I mean, maybe I will post in the channel, but I wanted to see some moving averages here. So we bounce on 200 on weekly. We're still breaking below. We recover a little bit. We're still going down. Anyways, all right, I'm done. So we'll talk to you guys on the chat if you wanna come to chat with us. You guys know we have a chat channel. It's not that active, but anyways, have a good day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.